Everyone online says quails are easy. They're low maintenance birds that lay tons of eggs and they do not take up any space. And yes, they're adorable, they're tiny and they are productive. But here's the truth, keeping quail isn't as simple as it looks like on Instagram or TikTok. Today I'm pulling back the curtain and sharing the real side of raising quails. The surprises, the struggles, the sounds and the stuff I wish someone had told me before I got my first batch. So if you're thinking of getting quail, or if you already have them and if you feel overwhelmed, you're not alone. Let's talk honestly. So what to expect versus reality. So I thought that I was getting cute egg laying machines, tiny birds, quiet coos and neat little eggs every single day. But in reality, quails are messy, they're fast, they're fragile, and they are louder than I thought. My first shock came the morning the males start crowing at 5 a.m. It wasn't a soft chirp, it was a piercing electronic beeping sound on repeat. And guess what? Quails crow more than roosters, and no one told me that. So if you're living in the suburban area and you think quails are a quiet alternative, think again. Also, let's talk about the mess factor. Now, they kick everything. They dust bath, they dig, they fling bedding into waters, and they knock over anything not nailed down. And also, water management is always a battle. They poop in their water within minutes of refilling it, and I went through 3 waters before finding out which one worked. Apart from that, the smell builds up fast. So if you're thinking of keeping quail indoors, think again. I currently have mine in the garage, and the quail poop, although it is small, but it is really concentrated. And if you are not cleaning every 2 to 3 days, it actually gets really bad. And I now use sand bedding and sift it daily like a little tray, way easier. This is a video that I made when we first got the quail. As you can see, we were using straw and it went well for a while, but then I was like, no, this is not good. We need to replace this. And if you don't like regular cleaning, quails might not be your bird, and that's okay. They're not low maintenance, they're high frequency. Let's talk about the evolution as well, because quail eggs are super tiny and they can be easily broken. I cannot even count how many eggs were broken just by holding them. So yes, you'll get a lot of eggs, but they're very small, and you'll need about 3 to 4 quail eggs per person per meal. And also, laying is inconsistent. It can be inconsistent most of the time because people say that they lay every day, but things like lighting, stress, temperature, all of these affect the laying. So if they are too hot, if they're too cold, if they're overcrowded, they just simply stop laying as well. And I had to install a soft white light in winter and reduce my flock to improve egg production. Less birds equals less stress will result in more eggs eventually as well. So just moving a couple of these quails into another cage is ideal in this situation. Let's talk about their health, their breeding, and a couple of important things regarding heating stress. So first of all, they are extremely fragile, and I lost a quail from panic flight into the wire roof, and I still remember the sound. Now, I always use soft coverings or low ceilings, and I never chase or grab them from above. Also, aggression is real, especially when it comes to males. They can be absolutely brutal. Overbreeding happens really fast. Lastly, hatching is not beginner friendly. I know they hatch fast, but brooding is absolutely tricky. My first batch had curled toes and also splayed legs as well because I didn't monitor the humidity, and it was really heartbroken. But at the same time, you know, it's like a trial and error, unfortunately, in these situations as well. We're never experts and we're all learning along the way. So let's talk about why we still decide to keep quails despite all the things that we've talked about. Now, with all of what has been said, we still decide to keep them because they're healthy, they're thriving, and they give back so much. They give back fresh protein rich eggs. They also give back a bit of a compost from their droopings, and also, most importantly, lessons in life. They teach responsibility, they teach rhythm as well, and they've also taught us how to slow down, how to observe, how to care differently. So it's not all about perfection, it's about connection. And especially when you have smaller children as well, it's always a joy watching them observe the quail, learning from the quail, learning how to take care of the quail, learning the life cycles as well. It's really important. So it's a really deep life lesson for the children. So if you are dreaming of raising quail, Go into it with your eyes wide open. They're not set and forget birds, absolutely not. They always require monitoring, observing, tracking, checking also, especially when one of them gets sick. First thing you need to do is isolate it, and we've learned that the hard way in two of our quails. But with the right setup and with the knowledge as well, and the education that you learn along the way, they will deeply rewarding as well. So let me know in the comments, have you had a surprising quail experience? And I'd love to hear about your story, and let's learn from each other. Hit that subscribe, like and bell icon in order to stay tuned on our upcoming videos. Take care and have a great day.